Great day, attractive thinker. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert at theattractivethinker.guru. This is where we support you with mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance. I am delighted to be here with you. I am so excited that you decided to take this time out of your busy schedule to just engage, invest in yourself more. You're actually here because you are an attractive thinker. You're a truth seeker. You just never stop learning. You never stop investing in yourself. You never stop growing. You want to know more. You want to know who you are, where you are, and why you do what you do. And you want all that has your name on it. You want all that you can get access to while you're living this fantastic and amazing life. I am delighted that you're here. Stay tuned. Be all here. No multitasking, because as an attractive thinker, we focus on vision and mindset. And when you're divided, when your focus is divided, you water down your opportunity to reach your fullest potential. So no multitasking. You want laser focus, because this is your defining moment. I have some incredible information that I want to share with you, and it's really going to set you free, because it set me free. So I'm excited that you're here. You're in the right space. This is no ordinary message. So you want to be all here. When you hear my voice as an attractive thinker, a person of vision, you're going to hear a voice within my voice. And you're only going to hear that voice if you're focused, if you're all here, if you're not distracted, and if you set an intention to get something out of this message, which I know you already have because you showed up. I am Dr. Toni Hatton, your vision and mindset expert at theattractivethinker.guru, where we support you with mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance for any type of change. Think about that for a moment. Anything new, anytime you want to transition in your life. Anytime you get frustrated or you're tired of, or whatever is you're experiencing right now is not feeding you and keeping you on fire, it's time for a change. And anytime you want to change, change starts inside before it manifests outside. We can have all of the information and all of the resources that we want. And when it comes time to take action, if you haven't addressed your internal being, because we are more than one, we're physical beings and spiritual beings and emotional beings and mental beings, intellectual beings and social beings. All of that makes us who we are. So when we're attempting to change, we have to notify all of those parts of ourselves that, hey, we're going in another direction. We're going to do something different with our lives. We're going to take another path and experience another expression of ourselves. So it's not enough to consciously know that you're going to change and you have all of the steps and you got the tips and the tools. You have to notify all of the parts of you, so that when this change, when you go to move in the direction of this change, all of the parts of you are aligned with that change, and there's no resistance, there's no friction, there's no starting and stopping, and one part of you is talking yourself into the dream and into the goal, and another part of you is talking yourself out of it. So you're in the right place, attractive thinkers. Stay all here. I'm excited to share this information with you, so we're going to jump right in. I'll be back and forth in between the information on the slides that I'll be sharing with you and live as I'm speaking with you now. So stay all here. I'm excited. Let's just jump right in. This information that I want to share with you during this message is about ending the silent suffering in your life. The silent suffering. I'm going to be sharing 3 keys to support you in getting unstuck and staying unstuck. So I want you to stay all here, pay attention, have your attractive thinker notebook handy, because this is your defining moment. You hear me say this all of the time, attractive thinker, and it truly is. It is a great day to be alive. It doesn't matter what day we're having. It is a fantastic and amazing day to be alive, because as attractive thinkers, we see beyond what we are looking at. We don't define ourselves by what we see. We know what we see, what we have inside of us in our vision is greater than what we see with our physical eyesight. So I want to welcome you to the End the Silent Suffering webinar. And again, have your notebook and pen hand, because remember, I talked about you will hear that voice within my voice, and that voice is going to tell you specifically what you are to do. What are your next steps? Which direction to take? What's your focus? How to connect? How to get clarity? And what you're supposed to be doing with this decision that you have sitting before you, with that idea that you want to manifest, with that new thing that you want to create in your life, with the next higher version of yourself, because you're endless. You never stop becoming, you never stop growing, and you never stop creating. So be all here, attractive thinker. What is a defining moment? A moment in time whereas you have mental clarity to choose to go in another direction. A moment in time that changes the way you see things. It's like a knock on the door of your heart, offering you an opportunity to live your dream. It's like a crossroads, like a fork in the road. But I celebrate you, attractive thinker, for making it to this point in your life, because I know you've come a long way. I've come a long way to be here, right here, to share this message with you. And I know you've come a long way to get right here in this moment. So I want you to be clear that this is your defining moment. You're going to make some new changes, some new directions, some new decisions as a result of the message that I'm about to share with you. I celebrate you because you hear me say this a lot. If you're following me on social media and you're a part of my tribe, or the attractive thinker community that we've created together, or you're one of my clients already, if you've heard my messages before, you hear me say, time is precious. It's more valuable than money. You can lose money and get that back, but once you've lost time, you can't get that back. And you're doing good right now by investing your time in yourself, because you're your greatest investment. You can never go wrong investing in yourself. And I want to share this with you, attractive thinkers. I have an extra bonus at the end of this message, because you need to know that I care, that you set aside this time just for you, and you stayed to hear this message and invest in yourself. I honor you for that, because you didn't have to do that. You don't have to be here. You could be doing a million and one things. But right now is a defining moment, a small window in time that's set aside just for you. So I have something for you at the end of this message. So make sure you stay tuned. You're in the right place. You might be wondering, I've heard messages like this before. I don't know how I came across this message, or I have something else I need to be doing. You might be thinking about all of these things and wondering, should I stay and listen to this message? Is this message for me? Is there anything in this message that's really going to change my life? You're in the right place, attractive thinker, if you're tired of the mental struggle and you need a solution. If it's taken too long for you to reach your goals. That's how I felt. I said, you know what? It doesn't take this long to reach no goal. Something's wrong. It should not take this long to reach a goal. So I started inquiring. That's why I'm going to share what I've discovered with you during this message. You're in the right place if you're bored and exhausted. Think about that. Are you bored? Are you exhausted with just existing? Or you need something new and different in your life? I'm that kind of girl. I can't do the routine, mundane, mediocre, mindless conversation, mindless chit chat, always going out to eat. Everything is centered around eating. You eat when you're tired. You eat when you're energetic. You eat when you're happy. I've developed a greater relationship with food, and food has its place in my life is to increase my energy and increase my longevity and make me feel fantastic and amazing as I journey throughout this life, pain-free, no matter what my age. So I'm going to show you, different ways that you can reposition, realign yourself so that you can attract the things that you've been chasing. And all of that exerting all that effort and energy and exhausting yourself, and begin to attract instead of chasing these dreams and goals that you have. You're in the right place, attractive thinker. If you need something new and different, or you're ready to take action, but you don't even know where to start. I've been there. It's crazy to know that you have action to take in your life. You're supposed to be doing something. You feel that fire on the inside and you don't even know where to start. You have all of these ideas, all of these notebooks, and all of these papers, and you don't even know where to start. You're in the right place if you start working on your goals and you're easily distracted. easily distracted by bright, shiny objects and the next best thing. And people say, oh, come over here. You can make money over here. Oh, come over here. You'll be successful over here. Or let's do this. This is what everybody's doing. You're in the right place. If your soul is calling you in the middle of the night, God knows I know what that feels like. And you find yourself restless and pacing the floor and you don't even know where to begin. You've been trying to move forward and you feel stuck, or you feel a little bit sad when you see others reach their goals. I've been there. You want to be happy for people because you're a positive person, but you feel a little bit sad when you see people reach their goals and they're successful. But not that you don't want that for them, but what about me, right? You say that. What about me? I'm a good person. I'm trying to help people. I always, lend people a helping hand and give them information. What about me? I have dreams and goals. I take action. I don't just get an idea and sit on it. What about me? So you're in the right place, attractive thinker. You know that you can do better, but you can't figure out what is holding you back. It's something. What is it? I know the action that I should take and I'm not taking it. What is it? I'm not lazy. I'm not a procrastinator. I just can't move forward. So you're in the right place, attractive thinker. If the life you're living isn't a true reflection of what you really want for your life or your highest potential. Think about that. You ever look in the mirror, you say, where is my life? Where is my life? So you're in the right place. And if you're passionate and driven and on fire about your goals, but you doubt your ability, can I really do this? Can I really do this? You mean I can really do this? Think about that. You're in the right place if you're bored with the same old conversations and routines and the same old goals, or you're a positive person, yet you can't even figure out why you feel so heavy and sad. You're positive. Where do these cycles of sadness come from? These cycles of heaviness. You're in the right place if you have a new idea or you are a new entrepreneur. You're new to entrepreneurship. So you're here in the right place, attractive thinker. I'm just sharing this with you to let you know you're in the right place and I can relate to you. I know exactly where you are. You're in the right place if you spent a lot of money, yet received a little return on that investment. You're in the right place if you have all the information you need, yet you're still confused about how to pull it together. You have pieces over here and parts over there, and this doesn't fit. And what steps do I take? What do I do first and what do I do next? You're in the right place if you tried using your will. I'm just going to focus. I'm just going to make it happen. You use your determination and you still can't seem to make progress, or it's taking you too long to move forward in your life, to write your book or start your business, or you keep talking yourself out of the very thing that will change your life because you're afraid of change. Think about that, attractive thinker. What if your dreams are really real? What if you are the person chosen to carve a new generational path? What if you think the thing that you think is impossible is really a lie? It's not the truth. What if that drive that you have is there because you are the leader in your generation sent here to show others the way? What if there are people of influence that you haven't even met yet and opportunities with your name on them just waiting for you to believe in them and just waiting to overtake you? What if you're already wired to do the great things and you just don't know it yet? You're already wired for success. What if you don't really have a lot of problems? Sometimes you feel like you got a lot of problems, on every hand is something. What if you don't really have a lot of problems? You just have one problem that's affecting a lot of areas. What if that book that you write really does save lives? Think about that. There are plenty of books that you've read that have saved your life, that have given you tips and tools and strategies on how to maneuver through your experiences. What if your book does that for someone else, for millions of people? You don't know. What if your business idea became a household name? You don't know. You can't even plan for something like that. It just happens when you take action and just put it out there. What if you could travel the world doing what you absolutely love to do? And what if you have the potential to be so much more? That right there, that bothered me. That scared me. You mean I have the potential to be more and I haven't become that yet? I want that. I want all that is due to me. I want to become everything that I have the potential to become, because that's why I'm here. That's why I was created. And I know that's how you feel too, attractive thinker. What if the people around you won't take action on their lives until you take action on your life? What if you really could be financially free? Do you ever think about that? Sometimes that can be a goal, a far off fantasy, dreamy, goal that you just think about and smile about. But what if it's really true? What if the love of your life is waiting for you but can't find you because you're stuck in the silent suffering? What if what you were looking for was already inside of you and you just need the tools to access it? Think about that. What if the thing you've been chasing and reaching outside of yourself for, you already are? What if all you have to do is shift a few things to access all that you've ever desired? Or you can make a dynamic impact, living and a dynamic living, helping others overcome what you've overcome in your own life. What if you could make a living doing that? Truth is, attractive thinker, say this with me. I already am all that I will ever need to be. It's already all inside of me. That is the truth, attractive thinker. You can never create a big life while you're comfortable living a small one. You have to get uncomfortable with the mediocrity, the smallness, the comfort zone in order to create a new zone, a new way of living, a new way of showing up, a new version of yourself in the world. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert. And I've shared this with you earlier. We provide mental tools, not physical tools, mental tools, where you can unleash your greatness, where you can remove those invisible blocks. How are you going to remove an invisible block and you don't even have the proper tools? You don't have you can't use physical tools on the inside. You need mental tools to uproot the things that are holding you back. And we support courageous risk takers just like you, visionaries and entrepreneurs, dreamers, in overcoming their mental struggles so that their dreams come true. Think about that. What are mental struggles? When your mind keeps talking you out of what you said you were going to do, or you believe today and then you doubt tomorrow, or you know you can do it, but you subconsciously don't believe that you can, or you wake up with a lot of negative self-talk that stops you from taking action. What are mental struggles? When you constantly are reminded of and trying to press through past failures and childhood experiences and regrets and mistakes and shame and guilt and decisions and choices. That's a mental battle. When you know that you must make some changes, but you lack the courage to do it, the confidence to do it. When you're afraid of what people might think when you accomplish your goals and become successful. These mental struggles are what keeps us stuck and frustrated. Think about that. Stuck and frustrated. Most of the time, people with visions, dreams, and goals are surrounded by people who don't have any. So who do you go to for support, attractive thinker? Who do you go to encourage you while you're encouraging everybody else? Who gives you ideas that will launch you forward? Hence, the silent suffering. What is suffering? The state of undergoing pain, distress, or hardship, physical, mental, or emotional pain, to endure, to carry, to bear down, to put under pressure. Suffering. Silent. What does it mean to be silent? Make no sound, refrain from speaking, don't share your opinion, don't speak out, don't be heard, mute yourself, be unspoken, omitting mention of something. Just don't say anything. That's what being silent means. Attractive thinker, years ago, I recall feeling like there was this heaviness upon me, walking around with me and waking up with me and just weighing me down. No matter how hard I tried, I felt like something was holding me back. Days would come and go, and I realized that I was doing a lot of stuff. Think about that, running around for everybody else but my stuff, my dreams, and my goals. They were not getting accomplished. Every day I give away all of my energy to making sure that everyone else was okay. At the end of the day, I was too tired to even think about what I wanted to do for myself. As a homeschooling mother of four, I totally enjoyed raising, educating, and enjoying the life of my children. But I felt, there's the key word right there, how I felt. I felt like I was called to be, do, and have so much more. I felt bigger on the inside in my thinking and in my potential, but where I was and where I saw myself in my vision presented a gap so big that it overwhelmed my brain to think about how in the world was I going to get there? Day in and day out, I tried to get clear and get the courage to step out of my comfort zone and carve a new path, but I kept getting pulled back into the comfort zone, the way things used to be. I didn't know anything about mindset or mental struggles or faulty beliefs or conditioning, even though they were driving my life every moment of the day. I just knew that it was a struggle to take action on the things that I really wanted to accomplish, just for myself, just for me. And when there are things that you want to do just for you, it has nothing to do with people around you or the children or the obligations you have. It's just some special things that you want to do for yourself. It's something when you've already accomplished a lot, overcome a lot, and created a lot, yet that still small voice keeps telling you there's more. The more I tried to follow my heart and create what I saw in my vision, the more I was met with resistance. I couldn't figure this thing out until one day, out of desperation, I picked up the phone and called the coach. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do, but if I don't get these dreams out of me, then I'm going to stop trying. So here's the diagnosis. That's what silent suffering looks like. You're full of dreams and you can't even give birth. Most people don't even know that they're suffering silently. They think that they're just managing and coping and managing and coping, being that this type of suffering is mental. Remember, we talk about it invisible, it's inside and it's not physical. It can't be felt physically, but it can be felt internally. Stress, grief, depression, anxiety, frustration, and shame. Although this type of suffering has no words, it does have a sound. Mm, mm, mm. Think about the things that you say about. That's the sound of silent suffering. Or maybe you've suffered so long that you're able to give your suffering a voice, like, whatever, that's okay. It doesn't matter anymore. You know what? I'm tired of this. This really gets on my nerves. Think about that, attractive thinker. I've discovered that whenever you say it doesn't matter, you're also saying you don't matter. Your dream doesn't matter. Your freedom doesn't matter. Your goals don't matter. Your purpose doesn't matter. When you know you're suffering silently, this is what you experience here. You feel the pressure rise and the heat of frustration. Yet, so that the family and friends and coworkers don't see you cry and break down, you go in the bathroom and wipe the tear out of the corner of your eye. You know you're suffering silently when you're driving down the street in the car by yourself, minding your own business, and all of a sudden a tear rolls down your cheek. You know you're under pressure and you're suffering silently when your discomfort becomes so comfortable. Yet, because you're strong, you're a leader and you're the go-to person in your family and in your circle. You suck it up, wipe your face, put on your motivational CD and keep it moving. That's the lifestyle of a silent sufferer. Have you ever felt like that, attractive thinker? It's like a woman at the time of birth who's ready to do whatever it takes to get that baby out into the world. And that's how I felt. I felt heavy and weighed down and uncomfortable. And I was ready to push. You know, life has a way of pushing you to the edge so that you can grow your wings and fly. Sometimes we don't even recognize the push and we focus on what is pushing us instead of the fact that we're being pushed to be, to do, and to have more. There's a poem. It says, come to the edge, he said. We are afraid, they said. Come to the edge, he said. They came, he pushed. He pushed them and they flew. Most of the time, attractive thinkers, you think when you come to the edge, you're going to fall. What if you fly? You know you're being pushed when you're comfortable with what used to be comfort. Think about that. You used to be comfortable with some things. Now you're uncomfortable with it. You don't even know why. You're frustrated. And you keep hearing repetitive phrases and words and songs and instructions and ideas encouraging and inspiring you. And you just can't seem to get unstuck. I get that. I was there. I was stuck. My conscious mind knew what action to take, but my subconscious mind was not in agreement. Consciously, I had the information, had the courageous spirit to take the action, and knew it was the right thing to do. But subconsciously, I was programmed to keep doing exactly what I was already doing because it was easy, it was familiar, and it was less risky. There's the dilemma, attractive thinker. You know you're stuck. when you intend to write your book and you never get around to it. It's not that you're too busy. It's not that you don't have time. You're stuck. It's called stuck, and we don't recognize it. That's why I got to call it out. You got to know what you're looking at, know what you're experiencing when you're going through these things, because other than that, you'll blame it on something else. You'll call it something else. Let's call it what it is. It's called stuck. When you sit down to write your vision and you struggle to believe that you're good enough for it to happen for you, so you list small goals. You don't think you're worthy, so you list tiny little goals that you think you can accomplish. You know you're stuck when you constantly complain about something that you don't even have the courage to change. And this picture right here is the picture of a procrastinator. So if I was a procrastinator, I would have just missed a slide. A whole slide right here would be missing because of procrastination. I want you to think about that. You know you're stuck when you find yourself starting and stopping again. When every year nothing changes but your age, or you review your notes and you see repetitive goals, the same old routines and outlines, the same old New Year's resolutions that never get resolved, and dreams from years ago. Think about that. It's called stuck. But I want you to get happy. I want you to get excited, because remember I said earlier, you're in the right place. And I have a message to share with you that's going to support you in getting unstuck for real and get you up and moving back in life again. So be excited about that, attractive thinker. As a vision and mindset expert, I realize that everything starts in the mind, and without vision, every day begins to look the same. Dreams begin to fade, hope subsides, and what's uncomfortable, you settle for it, and now it becomes comfortable. Let me share a little bit about myself with you. My journey began as a little girl singing Temptations. You remember that song? Just my imagination once again, running away with me. Ooh, it was just my imagination running away with me. You remember that song? You know, attractive thinkers, my world shifted from normal to unfamiliar. So I embarked upon a new mission. I started paying close attention to what I was attracting. I became the author of Don't Be Afraid, He's Preparing You. Unexpectedly, I became a homeschooling mom of four for 11 years, was given the opportunity to host the Attractive Thinker radio program for 2 years at Radio 1. I received an honorary doctorate. I didn't even know what an honorary doctorate was, but because of the transformation I kept putting out into the world, I was honored with an honorary doctorate. I also started focusing on creating, living, and leaving a legacy, giving birth to my dreams and goals. In order to create, live, and leave a legacy, see, my mission is to create, live, and leave a legacy that speaks when I no longer can. And in order to do that, you have to get your material, your ideas out into the world in written or recorded material, so you exist in two realms. When you leave this earth, you're still here. People can still read your work and get solutions. They can still hear your voice and your songs and read your books and all of that. This is the goal of the attractive thinker. We see beyond what we're looking at. And my goal was to create things that speak when I no longer can, so I can continue to serve. I host live events, and I speak internationally all over the world. I have media opportunities, to support attractive thinkers in overcoming their mental blocks. So I'm just sharing some highlights of my journey and my accomplishments and how I provide solutions in the world in the area of vision and mindset clarity. Here at the Attractive Thinker, we support our clients through private and group coaching programs where to date our mental tools and strategies have prevented 3 suicides. Now that's serious right there. Mental health is a must. It is critical. And we've supported attractive thinkers in finding their purpose in their pain. A lot of people run from their pain and they leave their gems and their jewels and their treasure in their pain because they're so excited to get up out of there. But you want to come out with great substance. And we've supported thousands in shifting from hopeless to hopeful and from devastation to determination. When attractive thinkers experience this movement, they get clarity. They experience a calming peace. They relieve the stress. They embrace their creativity and leave on fire, ready to create and live a more abundant, vibrant life. Using my ability to find things that are lost and fix things that are broken, I support attractive thinkers in pulling the gems from their journey giving you life-altering attractive thinker tools that uproot these faulty beliefs. The roots are deep, and you want to know, you feel the pressure and the pull and the tug, and you want to know what's holding you back, and you can't see it. It's a faulty belief that has deep roots, meaning it was spoken over your life, or you heard it over as a child, over and over and over, until it becomes your truth. I always say, even whatever, when a person of authority, I want you to get this, you might want to write this in your attractive thinker notebook. When a person of authority speaks over your life over and over and over, be it a parent, a pastor, a teacher, whatever, over and over and over, whether it's a lie or the truth, it becomes your truth. And faulty beliefs run deep. Their roots run deep. You know, we support you with eliminating fears. These mental tools help you develop the confidence and business courage. You're going to need that. I had the privilege of having a private VIP strategy session. This is a testimonial from one of the attractive thinkers. I just want to highlight some results that attractive thinkers are getting from participating in this movement and getting the mental tools from our programs that we offer. I had the privilege of having a private VIP strategy session with Dr. Toni, and it was an amazing transformational day. I showed up to this meeting mentally weighed down, emotionally depleted, and with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I felt physically exhausted. I almost canceled this meeting, but I knew that this was something that I needed to do for me. So I pushed. I knew that I needed to be around another powerful being that I knew would ignite a fire that was being snuffed out by life circumstances. I showed up to this meeting trying to hide my pain behind a smile, but Dr. Toni saw right through it, and she began to ask the right question. She let me know that this was a safe place and that I wasn't alone, nor that I have to continue to go through by myself. So I felt completely comfortable to put all my cards on the table. She did not judge me. She let me know that she understood and that none of what I was going through disqualified my ability to be purposefully powerful. She quickly reminded me of my purpose and how powerful I was as a woman, and that giving up was not an option. She helped me to look past the pain and see the purpose behind what I was going through. She always says, you've got to see beyond what you're looking at. My question to her was, how else am I supposed to look at this? That's when the transformation really started to take place. She began to show me that the very thing that I felt was drowning and destroying me was there to push me forward. Otherwise, I would have stayed comfortable in the misery that was there way before any of this had taken place. She reminded me that we were meant to be happy, peaceful, and designed to be loved, cherished, and powerful. It's like she gave me this one piece of the puzzle that helped put all the other pieces in place. And I can now see the work of God that has been taking place the entire time. I knew that moment a shift had happened in my life. Once I recognized what was going on, I became hopeful and thankful that the very thing that I thought was my biggest issue gave me a solid ground to walk on. I'm sure she could see the light bulbs come on in my head as my face began to change from the look of despair and desperation to a look of hope and determination. I left this VIP strategy day excited with new steps in place. Honestly, I did not want to leave her. I left with my fire lit and my lights turned on. I left with new ideas and a great sense of hope that I hadn't had in a long time. This was truly a healing meeting for me, and I'll never forget it. It is so worth it to invest your time, wealth, and gifts into yourself so that we can show up in the world as the powerful beings we were created to be and change lives. This VIP day changed my decisions, my vision, and my life. Thank you so much, Dr. Toni, for your strength and being a living example of greatness and power. The world needs you. A grateful, attractive thinker. You know, while you're with me and listening to this message, I want you to keep your mind mentally strong. Mental health is critical to your success. I want you to connect with the Attractive Thinker movement at facebook.com/The Attractive Thinker. Facebook.com/groups. This is our private Attractive Thinker community /The Attractive Thinker group. The Attractive Thinker Guru, that's my personal website, where a lot of resources are there for you to download to support you on your journey to change, your journey to releasing a higher version of yourself, to becoming new, to transitioning, to creating and living and leaving that legacy that we talked about. There are a lot of resources there. Also, connect with us on my YouTube channel. Subscribe so that when I post a video, you get it immediately. You get a notification and you're able to get access to that mental tool to support you in getting unstuck, throughout your day when you're encountering things. And that's at youtube.com/user/the attractive thinker/featured. My big why: to end silent suffering, to heal 1 million minds, and to help people with the desire and the will to see their dreams come true. A lot of people have desires, but sometimes they don't have the will. I'm here to help you if you come with the desire and the will. When you think about getting unstuck, attractive thinker, I want you to think internal versus external. Here's some external tools for getting unstuck: shovels, a piece of wood, a rope, a chain. But what about the internal tools? Repetition, affirmations, clarity, thoughts, the truth, and focus. There are 3 keys to getting unstuck so that you're free and take action on your desires. So take out your attractive thinker notebook and get ready to capture these 3 keys. Key number 1 is knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself, then you're not clear on what you desire to accomplish and how to effectively make decisions. Think about that, attractive thinker. When you know yourself, you know that if you're capable of accomplishing this, then you're capable of accomplishing that. You know that if you take care of your children and your family and your friends and you make sure everybody else is okay, then you have the same ability to take care of yourself as well. Knowing yourself. Think about that. I have some homework for you. I want you to make 5 columns on a piece of paper, and these are the headings: my values, my needs, my non-negotiables, my dreams, and my accomplishments. I'm going to say it again: 5 columns, and these are the headings: my values, my needs, my non-negotiables, my dreams, and my accomplishments. Now, as you begin to do your attractive thinker homework, I want you to be honest. I want you to be clear. I want you to tell your truth. No holds bar. Don't put limits on this. Just tell your truth, because this is how you get to know yourself. Once you know these things about yourself, you're better able to use them as powerful decision-making tools. If you don't know yourself, you don't know how to make decisions for yourself that will add value to your life and point you in the right direction and keep you from getting stuck. Think about that. Getting to know yourself. When you know yourself, you know that what's inside of you is real. Your thoughts are real. Your ideas are real. It's alive. You know it's your guide, it's your purpose, and the reason why you're here. Key number 2, believing in yourself. Belief gives you access. It gives you access to the thing that you're believing. Without belief, the thing that you desire is not available to you. Not only is it not available, it doesn't even exist, because your belief creates it and makes it available. Think about that. If you don't believe in something, then it doesn't even exist. It's off limits to you. But when you believe it, it reveals itself to you. It appears. It comes into your presence. Your belief does that. It opens a door, and it also creates a door where there is no door. Belief is a powerful thing. If you can believe, then you're right. If you can believe you can, then you're right. If you can believe you can't, then you're right. Guess what? Whether you believe you can or you can't, you still get to be right, because your belief unlocks the door to what's possible for you. So, key number 2, believing in yourself. I want you to understand that you're not expected to be perfect. Some things you will just, they'll slip by. They'll get by you. You're not perfect. You can't cover everything. You can't watch everything. You won't be able to monitor everything. I want you to list the ways that you give your experiences a new meaning, okay, that support you in moving forward versus getting stuck. So, for example, let's say you have this experience, you created a meaning around it, what it meant to you, and that's the meaning that you live by. Every time you tell the story, you tell that particular meaning because that's your perception of it. Why not list the other ways that you can give this experience a new meaning? Because as soon as you give your experiences a new meaning, it becomes a whole new story. Sometimes it's a freeing story, which when you tell your story, it enables you to move forward and enables others to move forward. But when you tell your story in the old way, with the disempowering way instead of the empowering way, it keeps you stuck. It makes you sad. It's something that you don't even want to think about. Key number 2, believing in yourself. I want you to expand your view of the thing that has you stuck. What do you see that you can use to get unstuck? For example, don't just look at one house. Step back, walk across the street, Look at the entire neighborhood. List all of the lessons that you've learned from being stuck. Mix those lessons with the lessons that you've learned from other experiences and know that they are all necessary in helping you to get what you desire. Think about that. It's all working together. It's all, everything you've experienced has made you who you are. So it's all good. We're moving forward. We're growing and expanding. Those were just experiences. They weren't you. You are not your experiences. You get to go through your experiences. Key number 3, trusting yourself. It can be difficult to trust yourself again when you've made so many mistakes and not so favorable choices and decisions. But if you can't trust you, then who will? Or who can you trust? Who would I trust over me? Or who would I trust with me? Think about that. It's easy to lose trust in yourself when you don't know yourself and you pour forth effort with no outcome in return. Think about that. You keep putting forth all of this energy and you're not getting a return. You start doubting yourself. When you think about trusting yourself, you're not just thinking about trusting you as much as you're thinking about trusting in what you know about you. That's different. Think about that. So here's your homework for trusting in yourself. I want you to complete this phrase. Just write down the first answers that come to your mind. I know that I am capable of. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? I know that I am great at. I know that I've already accomplished. I know that I overcame, fill in the blank. I know that I get compliments on blank. I know that I am unique because blank. Okay, so I'm gonna go over it one more time. I want you to fill in the blanks with the first thing that comes to your mind. This is about trusting in yourself. You have to know yourself in order to trust yourself. I know that I am capable of blank. I know that I am great at blank. I know that I've accomplished blank. I know that I overcame blank. I know that I get compliments on blank. I know that I am unique because blank. Understand, attractive thinker, that if you can accomplish those things, you can accomplish other things as well. Know that there is no end to your potential. Potential is unlimited. So as long as you're still breathing, keep trusting and keep reaching. If you don't, then no one else will. Think about how this sounds. I don't trust myself to try again. That doesn't even sound right when you say it out your mouth. It sounds okay, and you let it float around in your brain when you're thinking it. But when you open your mouth and say it, you know that that's not the truth. I don't trust myself to follow through. Don't ask me to do it. I'm a procrastinator. That doesn't even sound right, right? No, don't tell me to be on time because y'all know I'm always late. I don't trust myself to change or keep my word. Think about that, attractive thinker, and how that sounds. It's one thing to think this way, but it's gut wrenching to hear yourself say these things out loud. You can feel that it's wrong in your bones simply just saying it. Think about that for a moment. This is a powerful tool. If you ever want to know if what you're thinking is the truth or not, say it out loud and see how it sounds. Say it out loud and see what you feel on the inside. Something about it simply says, I should not be feeling, thinking, and speaking this way about myself. In order to trust yourself again, you got to get to know yourself and believe that if you've accomplished that, then you know you can accomplish this. Also, trust that the person that you are now is wiser, stronger, more clear, courageous enough to go after what you truly desire. You're better. You're more. You're a new version of yourself. You're not who you used to be. So you're going to have to trust the new you. How can you trust the fact that you are wiser now? How do you do that? Well, if you weren't wiser now, then why are you looking at your past decisions trying to change them? If you weren't wiser now, you would look at your past decisions and see that you don't even desire to make another decision. You wouldn't even have seen another option. But because you're looking and say, I could have did better with that, or I could have made a better decision. That's because you're wise. That's wisdom talking. Think about that. So it's because you now know what you wish you knew then. And that's how you know you're wiser now. So trust the wiser you. Trust the wiser. You're not who you used to be, the person who was trying to make it. Trust the wiser. You've learned from those lessons. So now you got to trust the you that you are now. Know that you have been given another opportunity to accomplish your goal, write your book, start your business, travel the world, develop lasting relationships with your family and friends, and live your dream. How do you remember what you know now about yourself? How do you strengthen your belief and trust in yourself? Repetition, repetition, rereading your notes over and over and over, rereading the things that you wrote about yourself, the beautiful things that you wrote about yourself in getting to know yourself, reading them, saying them out loud, living them, expressing them, creating an environment where they can grow. So here's your attractive thinker homework. First thing in the morning, eat your mental breakfast first. Just like your body needs to eat regularly, the mind needs consistent nourishment as well in order to support you in getting and staying unstuck. So review your attractive thinker notes, say them out loud so that you can hear yourself on a deeper level. Get to know yourself again and believe in your ability to be, do, and have more. Trust that you are unique. You're one of a kind. There's no one else like you, attractive thinker, and you are capable of creating whatever. Remember, I talked about that song, Just My Imagination, once again. Your imagination running away with you. Your imagination is endless. If you go inside and you start imagining things, you can create whatever you want instantly. You can see yourself in different settings and see yourself doing fantastic and amazing things around incredible people. That's the power of your imagination. Go inside and create that, and the outside will begin to attract that through repetition. Think about that, creating whatever dreams and goals that you desire. So here's your attractive thinker homework. Number one, make the decision to end your relationship with suffering. No more suffering. And begin to develop a relationship with true bliss. Number two, fall in love with you again and with life again. Life is for the living. There's so much life left for you to live. There's so much of the world that you haven't even seen yet. Don't give up on life. It has more to offer you, more experiences, more incredible, fantastic, and amazing, joyful times and memories that you're here to create. Number three, pull out your childhood dreams, dust them off, and believe in them again. Your dreams need your belief. Number four, stop putting your needs first and making you and your desires a priority because you matter too. What you want matters. How you think matters. Your opinion matters. How you feel matters. Number five, stop giving yourself away and saying yes when you should be saying no. Number six, understand that no is a complete sentence and that leaves the door open for the right person to say yes. Think about that. You don't have to give an explanation for your no. And when you say no, that means that position is left open for the right person to say yes, the person who's supposed to be there. Think about that. So you have to honor your no. It's not a negative thing, it's a good thing. When was the last time you were truly happy, attractive thinker? When was the last time you did something just for you? Are you aligned with your values, the things that bring you joy? Do you even know what brings you joy? I say to my clients all of the time, we can lose a lot of things in this life, but if we've lost ourselves, this is when we've lost everything. When I was stuck, I couldn't find anyone to help me. Interesting, right? When you are the go-to person, and I know you can relate to this, and everyone comes to you for help with their problems, it's easy to not be able to find someone to help you when you need support. Sure, there were plenty of people around me, well-wishers, family and friends, people who were comfortable right where they were, people who lacked vision and couldn't see the extent of my vision, people who meant well but didn't have the fire, the passion, and the drive to be more. Think about that. I had to learn the hard way. When you can't find anyone to help you, it means that you are supposed to help yourself until help arrives.
Articulated as you are responsible for your life. And if you're sitting around waiting on somebody to save you, to fix you, to even help you, you are wasting your time.
You can't sit around and wait, attractive thinker. You are who you have been looking for. Why not just take these three keys and go on back to whatever you were doing prior to this message? Who's there to answer your questions when you encounter an obstacle? You can take the keys and run with them. Knowing yourself, believing in yourself, trusting yourself. But when you encounter an obstacle and you have questions, who's going to help you with that? Where are the visionaries? Where are the coaches? Where are the experts? Why not just take the keys and run with them? Because without support, you are left to fight your current programming, that childhood conditioning, all by yourself, those faulty beliefs. And it's easy to let yourself off the hook with excuses and just fall back into the comfort zone. Blend in, settle. Why not just take the keys and run? Because the same mind that created where you currently are cannot help you create anything other than where you currently are. With support from a vision expert and a group of visionaries that see what you see and really want you to get there, you can go further faster. That's why you don't want to take the three keys and just run with it. You don't know what you don't know. Every solution to a problem becomes a problem to the next solution. Think about that. Every solution to a problem becomes a problem to the next solution. You need a coach to pull the greatness out of you, a vision expert who can look at your whole picture and help you put your parts and pieces back together. Someone who can see beyond what you're talking about, beyond what you're sharing, beyond what you see as a problem. And here's what I did to end the silent suffering in my own life. And this is what I want to share with you, an opportunity to work with me up close for 12 weeks. It's like a semester of your life. Just take off a semester and work with a vision expert for 12 weeks. A system, a 12-week system that I've created for vision and mindset clarity. Why did I do that? Because while I was working on my health goals, I still had problems in my finances or problems in my business and problems in relationships. While I'm trying to get healthy, other areas of my life were falling short. While I'm trying to focus on my children, then the business is lacking. Or while I'm trying to focus on my mindset, the relationships are lacking. It all these parts and pieces. Remember, I said you are more than one. There are many to you. So you want to get all of these pieces need to be addressed. That's what I'm trying to say to you. In order for all of them need to be focusing on the change. All of them need to be nurtured and groomed and shaped for the change. Not just one part of you and leaving all the other parts unattended. So this 12-week program, 12 weeks of vision and mindset clarity, is for passionate, driven go-getters, visionaries, and entrepreneurs who not just want more, they know that there's more out there for them and their name is on it and they're not going to stop until they get it. That's you, attractive thinker. So are you ready to get clear, get direction, strengthen your focus, and take rapid action? We're going to be working in 6 areas: vision and mindset clarity, health and wellness clarity, environment clarity, relationship clarity, business clarity, and financial clarity, so that you become one with your goals. Think about that. You're not all over the place. Your intellectual part is over here doing one thing, and your physical part is over here working on something else, and your emotional part is over here going through emotional upheavals, and your mental part is struggling and stuck with faulty beliefs. You want to align all of those pieces so that you become a beautiful, higher version of yourself who is aligned and confident and self-sufficient and is a go-getter. It is accomplishing, not just striving. You don't want to get stuck in striving and pursuing your goals. Don't get stuck in the pursuit. Move into the accomplishing of the goals so you can check it off the list, because there's more to come. There are bigger things you're supposed to do in the earth, but you can't get to the bigger until you accomplish these other goals that you're stuck in. You're going to discover and uproot the obstacles that keep you struggling to accomplish your goals and live your dream life. You're going to receive life-altering mental tools that keep you on a continuous stream of accomplishing so that you end the silent suffering. You're going to know what steps to take. No more confusion, no more waffling back and forth, no more wandering, because you're going to develop a strong focus, get organized, and maximize your time. And you're going to begin to attract what you desire versus chasing it. Now you're saving your energy. You're not all frazzled and all over the place, because you're receiving resources to support you in eating in alignment with your goals, meaning what you're eating is not sabotaging your goals. You're trying to write a book and you eat lunch and now you want to fall asleep, or you eat and your hands are swollen, or you eat and you get a headache. Think about that. Or you eat and you just don't even have the energy. You don't have the clarity and the focus to accomplish. So you want your food to be in alignment with your goals. You're going to discover how to create relationships that support you in expressing your greatness, and discover the purpose of your environment. and how to plant yourself where you can grow. Develop solid business mindset skills that attract your ideal customers and clients. You're going to develop a better relationship with your money. And you're going to discover how to use what you currently have to create what you don't have. It's not what you don't have, attractive thinker. It's your inability to use, to know how to use what you do have to access what you don't have. So I'm excited to share with you this opportunity because you're going to spend 12 weeks with me in a private members only area in which we get to communicate throughout the 12 weeks so you're not alone and you receive immediate support to flow through obstacles instead of getting stuck in them. When you hit a roadblock, you can reach out, get clarity, and keep it moving. You're going to unleash the higher, more confident, fearless version of you without the hesitation. So mark your calendar for every Wednesday. Remember, this is a semester. You're taking out a semester of your life to focus on you and invest in you. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? This is the time we're going to come together. You're going to ignite your energy, ask questions, get your answers. We're going to go over the lessons that we're sharing. You're going to receive them in your email. You're going to share your successes because you will have many awakenings and ahas and successes and accomplishments to share when we come together, and you're going to get support for the next level of clarity. So you're still listening, and I celebrate you. I am so happy for you. You have the confidence and the courage. You're bright, you're conscious, you're fully awake. You are an attractive thinker, and I celebrate you because something caught your attention and stopped you in your tracks. You're experiencing mental healing right now. I know you are, and you may even have shed a tear throughout this message. You haven't heard anything like this before, and it's touched you where no one else has. You feel like this is your defining moment, and guess what? You're right. Attractive thinker Lakeisha, all of these raving fans. Dr. Toni, you have helped me break through some challenges in my life and uproot some things that I have buried for so many years. For that, I say God bless you and thank you. Attractive thinkers, Dr. Toni has a way of listening that is unheard of. She hears things in a conversation before you really have a chance to say them. I hope this doesn't sound corny, but when you're fumbling through things of the past and dealing with issues that you don't want to unveil, here is one point where she knows exactly how to gently step in and help you. That sore, painful spot that you don't want to touch, you know the spot I'm speaking about, that pain, that anger, that resistance, that agony, and all of that darkness. That is the spot that she helps you to continue to rub. And once you continue to rub that sore spot, that is where your breakthrough happens. There is life on the other side of that spot. If you're thinking of collaborating with Dr. Toni, just do it. You and your future self will be glad that you did. Dr. Toni, continue to bless others. That's a testimonial from attractive thinker Lakeisha. Here's an attractive thinker testimony. Attractive thinker talking about she was determined to live her dreams, gifts, and talents manifest so that she could leave an inheritance. What are your goals, attractive thinker? Dr. Toni will not let you quit while working on your dreams and goals. Think about that. I'm not going to let you quit. You might feel like quitting, but I'm not, because you matter and your dreams and goals are so important to yourself, to your life, to the people coming behind you, to your generations, and to the earth. This attractive thinker, she left with her spirit uplifted, focused, determined, energized. I highly recommend Dr. Toni Hatton, the attractive thinker, as a speaker and mentor because she believes in her clients' potential. She constantly invests in herself, therefore improving herself as a vision and mindset expert, trustworthy, respectful, honest, and dependable. She's transparent in sharing her own testimonies and victories, and I have many, attractive thinker. Being connected to Dr. Toni is like being connected to life support. She will not let you throw in the towel on your life. This is attractive thinker Jacqueline. Hi, Dr. Toni. I wanted to thank you for sharing your daughter's story with me in the program that helped her body to heal. Your suggestions have restored my energy level a great deal. Before I started working with you, some days were hard to get through because my iron levels were so low. I still say it was nothing but God that had you sit down and share your testimony with me. I'm no longer considered a candidate for a blood transfusion. I love the green recipe you shared with me to add to the program. Thanks again, and I wish you much success and blessings. That's attractive thinker Wanda. I'm so grateful for my session with the attractive thinker, vision, and mindset expert, Dr. Toni Hatton. No words will adequately express how beautifully she illuminated my experiences. The same qualities and experiences that seemed bleak and unadorned, Dr. Toni saw as a critical part of my process, God-given tools and talents to be appreciated and leveraged for my success. In the midst of all of her personal and professional pursuits, Dr. Hatton followed up with me based on a conversation from a year ago, poured into my life and evoked a fresh mindset. During this brief encounter, I was uplifted, empowered, and challenged. I walked away with a plan of action, strategies, and resources. I am even more excited about beginning my private coaching program to go deeper, receive support, and give life to all the areas and visions that resonate with me, all the ideas and visions that resonate with me. I implore you to begin your journey on the pursuit of happiness by contacting Dr. Toni Hatton. She will guide you in seeing yourself and visualizing your future in a way you have never envisioned before. Dr. Toni Hatton has an amazing heart, gift, and willingness to co-create your personalized plan of success. Don't just think, ask questions later and contact Dr. Toni Hatton now for direction on your next move. And that was attractive thinker Sharonda. Before my work with Dr. Toni Hatton, I was tired and feeling sick. See, attractive thinkers, this wholeness approach, the instantly implement 12 weeks of vision and mindset clarity is a holistic approach to accomplishing your life and business goals. The dreams that you have to have some alignment. You have to include your health in the process of accomplishing this new change, this new transition that you desire for your life. Attractive thinker Shantae says, my body is changing and the aspects of me not eating the way that I used to. Dr. Toni, thank you so much for your time and patience. You are a great warrior. I'm just going to get a drink. When it comes to wellness in a holistic way. I love your words. I use them to help me get through some very difficult times. Thank you for being a blessing in my life. You're a wonderful person to confide in. Your voice expresses trust, allowing me to open up. The gift you have is truly heaven sent. Attractive thinker, Shantae. Attractive thinker to Shet. Dr. Toni is a true inspiration and powerful woman of God. She is a woman of great character whom I view as both a mentor and friend. Think about that, attractive thinker. She's taught me to discover and use the power and tools that I already had within me. She has also taught me the importance of balance in my life. Dr. Toni has opened my eyes to health and wellness in a mighty way by teaching me the effects of the choices that I make, from the foods we eat, to the products we use, to do daily household cleaning. She always finds a way to leave an impacting message that you can carry with you throughout your life. My favorite message is, it is not what you're going through, but how you're viewing. And that's attractive thinker to Chef.
Hi, everybody. My name is Naila, and I just finished my private VIP session with Dr. Toni Hatton, the attractive thinker. And I just wanted to really say how much she, first of all, how grateful and thankful I am that she is who she is and that God is using her. She planned the whole day for me. It was 4 hours, and she thought of me specifically. She tailored made the day just for me, and it made me feel warm and special and loved, and that my journey was not in vain. And she helped me put some things in perspective and to see things better, clearer, and even more different. And I just want to say that I am so glad and thankful that God allowed me to invest in myself. So I want you to do the same thing, invest in yourself, no matter how hard the journey is, no matter what your money looks like, no matter what people think of you, how crazy you may be. I want you to really invest in yourself. It is worth every penny, every tear, every pain. Every night I stayed up late and I didn't know how I was going to make it. When my car was acting funny, when my mind wasn't right, Dr. Hatton was there. She was there. She talked me through stuff. And even when I got up running, she was still there to encourage me and push me. So I just hope that you just invest in yourself. Take the time. If you can spend a couple of hours in the hairdresser, getting your hair dyed, fried, and laid to the side. If you could spend a couple of hours in the mall, getting that new outfit just to wear for 1 hour at the club. If you can spend a couple of hours fussing and arguing with the kids, the dog, the cat, and your spouse, clearly you have a couple of hours in your day to get peace of mind, to get clarity, to know that God exists, to know that you're on the path. And if you're not on the path, she'll help you set that straight. If you can spend all this time in the day gossiping and doing all this stuff I'm telling you, you can spend a couple hours investing in yourself. It is so worth it. I'm glad that my journey put me right here today. And I'm thankful to Dr. Toni that she was right there alongside me. Because had not it been for her, I don't know where I would be. I'm thankful that I don't look like my process. I'm thankful that I don't look like the hurt and pain at all that I've been through since 2012 and even before that as a baby. I'm just so thankful and grateful. Thank you, Dr. Toni, for all that you've endured so that you can make us all attractive singers even more better attractive singers so that we can go out to the world and bring more people back. I'm so thankful, so grateful. I'm so humbled. I'm thankful. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was attractive thinker Naila. And I want to share with you, attractive thinker, that this is your defining moment. Whether you recognize it or not, I just want to bring it to your attention that this is it right here. This is what you have been looking for. A moment in time whereas you are given a small window of opportunity in which to change directions and embark on a new, meaningful, and purposeful path, or decide to continue on the path that you're currently on. A defining moment is like subtle, you have to seize it. So here's your window of opportunity to access a greater version of you. Hang out with me for 12 weeks in the Instantly Implement 12 Weeks to Vision and Mindset Clarity program. Again, is for driven go-getters, legacy builders, people who know they are pathfinders. They're here to carve a different generational path. People with dreams, game changers, visionaries, trailblazers, and leaders, and risk takers, and new and aspiring and current entrepreneurs who challenge systems that block their freedom and fullest potential. So over the next 12 weeks, you're going to receive clarity, direction, focus, and next steps in these 6 key areas: vision and mindset, health and wellness, relationships, environment, business, and finances. And this program is for you. You might be wondering, is it for me? Yeah. If you feel like you're all over the place trying to get organized, accomplish your goals, stay healthy, help the kids and the family, track your finances, grow your business, and develop relationships all at once, you desire to know yourself on a deeper level and live from the inside out, then this is for you. If it feels like you're groping in the dark and you need clarity, or you feel as though your thoughts are working against you, you just can't seem to get a grip on what you want out of life. You feel like life is passing you by and years are going by and nothing is changing but your age. Or you're ready to end the cycle of dieting and sabotaging and dieting again. Or you're tired of the headaches and the stress and the frustration, or you need support in staying focused and finishing what you start. This is for you if you desire to look better and feel better in your clothes, or you're tired of attracting the wrong people into your life, or your environment is draining you and you have a business idea, yet you're not sure how to get started, or you desire to attract more money into your life, but you're struggling to get organized. This program is for you if you're tired of trying to accomplish your goals alone. I got tired of trying to do this thing alone. You feel like it's impossible, or you've been stuck for so long, you might just stay stuck forever, or you feel like something inside of you just won't let you rest, or you feel like you're suffocating trying to give birth to these dreams. This program is for you, attractive thinker, if you're ready to be happy again, if you're ready to shake off what is weighing you down, and you're tired of the mental fight. During weeks 1 and 2, Vision and Mindset Clarity, you're going to get to know yourself again. You'll receive tools to keep you mentally strong, focused, and maintaining progress while you're working on your goals. You'll receive clarity on your vision and map out the next steps to accomplish it. You'll discover what's holding you back and get more accomplished in your 24-hour day. So write that down. During weeks 3 and 4, Health and Wellness Clarity, you're going to discover the root causes of your eating habits, how to understand the language of your body and what it needs, how to align your food with your vision, take the guesswork out of your meals, and the secrets about food and how to reshape your body. During weeks 5 and 6, Relationship Clarity, you're going to learn how to develop better relationships with yourself first. Yourself first, tools to choosing healthy, aligned, more value based relationships. During weeks 7 and 8, environment clarity, I simply love this session right here on how to create an environment that minimizes stress and energizes you. You're going to understand which environments are affecting you and how to restructure them. During weeks 9 and 10, business clarity, you're going to understand how to shift from an employee mindset to an entrepreneur mindset, how to overcome the mental barriers to seeing yourself as a successful CEO, how to set your financial goals and what you need to reach those goals, how to track, manage, and create content that sells, tools for marketing, and the structure of a successful consultation. So during weeks 11 and 12, financial clarity, you're going to develop a successful relationship with money, uproot contrary beliefs, those money beliefs that are holding you back, organize and manage your finances, and create an environment where your money can grow. Now, I have a fast action bonus for you. For the first 10 people who invest in full, I have an opportunity for you to have a complimentary 45-minute private strategy session with me to jumpstart your success. So you have to hurry. I only have 10 spaces left. And here's the link where you can go ahead and register for the 12 weeks and get your 45-minute complimentary jumpstart strategy session. www.instantlyimplement.theattractivethinker.guru, Guru, www.instantlyimplement.theattractivethinker.guru. Defining moments have to be seized or they float right on by. Think about that. And this is your defining moment. So when you get to the page, it's going to look like this. There's a video at the top, instantlyimplement.theattractivethinker.guru. And you're going to scroll down to the middle of the page. You're going to see the full pay option and the 3-pay option. There is a 3-pay option to make it more convenient for you to invest in this program, investing yourself through this program. Okay, because like I said, defining moments, they just float right on by. You have to seize them. So make sure you write down the website and go there right now, www.instantlyimplement.theattractivethinker.guru, because this moment in time is given to you and it's a small window in which you can actually change the direction of your life and embark on a whole new meaningful and purposeful path, or you can decide to continue on the path that you're currently on and miss this window of opportunity. And I know that you're here because you're ready to seize this moment and access a greater version of you. You have 2 choices, the suffering way, or you can go the successful, supportive way. Think about that, attractive thinker. What is the cost? Actually, there are 2 costs. 2, remember, every time we say no to something, we're also saying yes to something else. So the financial cost of this investment is $5,000 in full, or 3 payments of $2,084 to make it more convenient for you. And this includes 12 weeks of life-altering tools and assignments and templates and helping you get organized and structured and strategies and resources to support you, support that shift, shifting you into a higher version of yourself, the person who takes action and gets results. www.instantlyimplement.theattractivethinker.guru. There's also some emotional and mental costs of not making this investment. Life will continue on as it is. You'll get the same results that you're getting now. You'll continue looking for another solution, another answer prayer, and you'll wait longer to live your dream. The physical cost of not making this investment is stress, more stressful days, high cortisol levels, which causes you to hold on to a weight that you're trying to release, struggling to lose weight, headaches, overwhelm, unfulfillment, mediocre days. So there are costs other than a financial cost. There's emotional, mental, and physical costs. But I know that you're ready to step out of your comfort zone. You'll receive immediate access every other week, Attractive Thinker. You'll receive a lesson. This is the structure of the program, assignments and tools in your email box. The week following your lesson, you'll join your fellow attractive thinkers and myself in a live Q&A topic discussion about that lesson, and I'll share some mind-altering resources to support you in deepening your transformation with that lesson and sustaining the changes that you're making in your life. So example, week 1, Vision and Mindset Clarity, it'll be sent to your email, and on Wednesday of week 2 is the call, the live Q&A call, where you'll receive the call-in number and the registration information in your email box, okay? Week 3, Health and Wellness Clarity will be sent to your box, and week 4, the Q&A call at 8 p.m. to discuss the lesson. So that's the flow of the program and the 12 weeks, the semester that we'll be spending time together. So it's a guarantee that you'll succeed. Now you have the information and the tools to support you in making these changes in your life. At the end of the program, you will have clarity, direction, focus, next steps, confidence, motivation, increased energy, more meaning and fulfillment, and balance in your life. You're going to feel your visions and dreams and goals that they become more achievable. They're going to come alive. You're going to have less stress, and you'll feel stronger, like it's possible for me. Like I'm capable, like life is great, because you will have released another version of yourself, and you're going to discover a new way of showing up in the world. Quick, easy ways to instantly implement the information that you'll be receiving, and secrets about yourself that you never knew. There's so many things about you that you don't know. How to shift unfavorable circumstances into favorable outcomes, and how to make choices that cause you to win in life. How to take back control of your time and the power that's at your fingertips to create a thriving, exciting, and adventurous life. Think about that, attractive thinker. You experience struggle because you're desiring something that you were never taught to do or haven't been exposed to. That's it. So why not seize this moment and set aside the next 12 weeks to get clear, get support, and shift your life? Your children are at stake, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren are at stake. And if you don't take action and carve a new path, a new way of doing things, then your children and their children will repeat the patterns that are keeping you stuck and frustrated. Think about that. You experience struggle because you're desiring to accomplish something that you weren't taught to accomplish. And this dream is the only thing that makes you feel alive. And not accomplishing it also means living a common, routine, and meaningless life. You just simply watch this webinar to the end, and you go back to the life you're living, whatever was going on prior to this defining moment, and whatever TV show is currently on. Your life may be good, but don't you want to sacrifice? But do you really want to sacrifice great for good? Taking action on the tools, strategies, and resources in the Instantly Implement 12 Weeks to Vision and Mindset Clarity program will support you in ending that procrastination and instantly implementing what you know to do with your life and your business. You'll become more confident in the decisions that you make because you know who you are and what you should and shouldn't be, what should and shouldn't be a part of your life. Getting and staying healthy because you know yourself, your triggers and your cravings, and how to address them in the ways that support your goals versus sabotaging them. You take on the posture of a CEO and not an employee in your business. Money is going to show up in your life and stay. You'll attract relationships that reflect your strengths and not your weaknesses. You'll create a rich environment that helps you helps keep your fire lit and supports your consistent success without procrastination. This is your defining moment. Most of the time, decisions are made on the basis of financial cost, but they don't consider the physical, mental, and emotional parts. They have a price too. Think about that, attractive thinker. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. So here's your extra bonus, 12 tools for staying unstuck. www.theattractivethinker.guru/bonus, I.MP3. Theattractivethinker.guru/bonus, I.MP3. It's time, attractive thinker, for you to seize your moment. Instantly implement theattractivethinker.guru. Think about that. Make sure you write that down in your notebook. Instantly implement theattractivethinker.guru. I am so excited that you stayed here with me and you heard this message. I encourage you to implement, take action on what you received, and visit the registration page. I can only have 10 attractive thinkers. I only have space for 10 because I want to give you personalized attention and jumpstart your success. I want to get to know you where you are, what your struggles are, give you some clarity so you can have that freedom to move forward instead of moving forward with hesitation because you're not sure and you're not clear. These next 12 weeks are going to be fantastic and amazing. Say goodbye to your old self because you will become new. There's no way in the world you can spend 12 weeks with a vision and mindset expert and get clarity in the 6 areas of your life and not become new. Get ready for change. That's a disclaimer. I must inform you and let you know your life is going to change. Most people want change, but they want things to stay the same. Change is change. Change means new. So get ready for change. I celebrate you. Again, thank you for sharing, staying here and sharing space and time with me in this message, in this transformational opportunity, your defining moment to change your life, to change the path, carve a new path, and do something new and step into your freedom. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert at theattractivethinker.guru, here to support you with vision and mindset clarity using mental tools for mental clarity, mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance. You hear me say this all of the time. My life's work, that's to make your life better. Remember, it is not what you're going through, it's how you're viewing it. Think attractively. I'll see you soon.